Lesson 9.4. Problem solving. Add and subtract lengths. Nate had 23 centimeters of string. He gave 9 centimeters of string to Myra. How much string does Nate have now? So, our problem solving page, it always kind of goes over the questions we need to figure out. So, how much string does Nate have now? What information do I need to use? Nate had blank centimeters of string to start, and then he gave blank centimeters of string to Myra. So we know he started with 23 centimeters of string. He gave 9 centimeters to Myra. So on these problems today, on lesson 9.4, they are going to give you a number line, and you need to use your number line to show, to kind of show or explain the problem. So we know our string started 23 centimeters long. So we drew a string that was 23 centimeters long, and then he gave 9 of those 9 centimeters of the string to Myra. So then we counted back 9. Or if you wanted to start on the 23 and make your hops back 9 to show where you land, that would be fine. Then remember, this long line here is where we are going to put our number sentence. So we know that Nate started with 23 centimeters of string. So we have 23. And then he gave 9 away to Myra. So 23 minus 9 equals box, because box is what we're trying to solve for. We're trying to figure out how much string Nate has left. So 23, take away 9, and that's what you showed on your number line. You started with your full string, you're hopping back 9, and you would land where? If you're at 23, hopping back 9, if you look here, he lands on the 14, so we know Nate has 14 centimeters of string now, so then you'd write 14 on the little line there. All right, on to page 622. Same thing, they're going to give you, where it says draw a diagram, that means they want you to show your work on the number line. And then the long line here is where you're going to put a number sentence, so something minus something equals something, or something plus something equals something. And you are going to use a box for the part you're trying to solve. So Ellie has a ribbon that is 12 centimeters long. Gwen has a ribbon that is 9 centimeters long. How many centimeters of ribbon do they have? So this time we are adding Ellie's amount of ribbon and Gwen's amount of ribbon to get a total amount. So we know Ellie has 12 centimeters of ribbon. So I might start by drawing Ellie's ribbon on there. So I start at the 0, and I'm going to go up to the 12. So I'm just going to mark it like that. So that's how I'm using my diagram. Then we know Gwen has 9 centimeters of ribbon. So I'm just going to start here, and I'm going to just draw or count my hops 9 more times to see where we land once we add Gwen's 9 centimeters to that. So I'm going to start at my 12, I'm going to count my hops, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I landed on the 21 once I added Gwen's ribbon to Ellie's. Now, this next line, I have to write a number sentence. So I know I'm adding the two amounts together. So Ellie had 12, so I'd write 12 plus Gwen had 9 equals, and that's what I'm trying to solve for. So I put a box. So 12 plus 9 equals box. Down here on this line, what does 12 plus 9 actually equal? It equals 21. So I write 21 on the line. They have 21 centimeters of ribbon. All right, number 2. A string is 24 centimeters long. Justin cuts 8 centimeters off. How long is the string now? Keyword, he cuts them off. So you're probably subtracting. Show your work on the number line, write your number sentence with the box, and then solve for it. Then you'll be on page 623, number 3. A chain of paper clips is 18 centimeters long. Sandra adds 6 centimeters of paper clips to the chain. How long is the chain now? Use your number line to show your work. This line here is your number sentence. Remember, keyword, it says it right in there, adds. So you're probably going to be adding something plus something equals something, and then write your answer down here, how long her paper clip chain is now. Number 4, a ribbon was 22 centimeters long. Then Martha cut a piece off to give to Teo. Now the ribbon is 5 centimeters long. How many centimeters of ribbon did Martha give to Teo? So we talked about fact families at the beginning of the year and in the middle of the year. So for example, on this one, so we know a ribbon was 22 centimeters long. Martha cut a piece off. We don't know how long the piece she cut off was, but we know we were left with 5 centimeters. So we know it started off 22 minus, we're not sure how much, but she had 5 left. So we know in fact families, when we're subtracting, we keep our same first number, but these two here can switch to help us solve. So we can do 22 minus 5 equals box, and that will still give us our answer as to how long the piece of ribbon was that she gave to Teo. So that should help you on your diagram, and it doesn't look like you actually have to write a number sentence with a box for that one. And you'll be on page 624. It is a review. Up at the top, it says use a unit cube. You don't have centimeter unit cubes at home, so you can just use your ruler to measure these two at the top. Number 3, the pencil is about 11 centimeters long, so circle the best estimate for the length of the string. So if you know this pencil is about 11 centimeters, about how long would you say that string is? Just make your best guess. Those are your 3 options there. Down here, use a centimeter ruler. What is the length of this ribbon to the nearest centimeter? So you're just measuring it down here. And then you'll be on page 625, your assignment page. Number 1, a straw is 20 centimeters long. Mr. Jones cuts 8 centimeters off the straw. How long is the straw now? Use your number line to solve or show your work, right? Straw is 20 centimeters long, cuts off 8, so you'll want to hop back because you're cutting it off. On this line, you're going to write your number sentence with your box, and then you're going to write your answer on this little line here. Number 2 is crossed off. On the back side, Tina has a paperclip chain that is 25 centimeters long. She takes off 8 centimeters of the chain. How long is the chain now? Got your number line to show your work. This is where you're going to put your number sentence with your box and your answer. Then number 2, what is the sum? A review of stacking and adding 3-digit numbers. Number 3, what is another way to write the time 7:30? So remember, if something is half past, your minute hand would be pointing at the 6. It's halfway around your clock. And number 4, Molly has these coins in her pocket. How much money does she have in her pocket? You have a quarter, a dime, and a nickel. This first one, they don't give you a label, but you can use the cent sign, and then they wrote the word cents here. So you can either, so it's the same answer in both spots. It's just cent sign here, they actually wrote the word there. And then that is that lesson 9.4.